In section number 9, we're going to just talk about basic islands and how to set them up. If you'll remember, when we did the original walls section and the first parts, we put up a wall that were invisible. We put one this direction. We also put another one the other direction. And the reason we did that is so we can finish out the back of this island. So I'll save and close. We'll go to the front of the island. We have a drawer bank, a 30-inch drawer bank, and a 30-inch regular base cabinet. The next wall is the back sides of those two cabinets. Well, a simple way, and probably the easiest way to finish an island, is simply to go to Miscellaneous, select Flat Panel, and put a 60-inch flat panel along the back, because the island's 60 inches long. Don't worry about anything here as far as from the wall or anything like that, left edge, right edge, material. It doesn't matter. Just click OK and save. So now the back is, this is what we call a skin, and you buy a skin extra. They come in sheets of anywhere from 36 inches wide to 48 inches wide. For example, in this case, this is 60 inches, so we would probably just run a piece of scribe material right down the middle and have two different sections there, a nice clean look. And then on the outside here, I'll go to 3D mode so you can see it better. On the outside, this flat piece of plywood is now going to have a little edge right here. So this little edge will be seen unless we cover it up with something. So there's something called outside corner molding. It's at a 45-degree angle. It just wraps right around there and covers it up. The trim carpenter, the installer, puts it on when he does that. And most of our panels on a lot of our cabinets are already finished. If not, we will skin the side with 1/4-inch sheet material on this side and the other side over there. The next option would be to put an actual, what you'd call a false door. A 24 by 30-inch false door could go right there for a more decorated look. The next thing you'd want to do is add a countertop. We go to the first wall, the front side again, Miscellaneous, countertop, and take away the backsplash. Then when you look at from the overhead view, that's how it would look. It would be just a clean, simple working island. But in this case, in a lot of cases in most of these kitchens, people want an overhang. So how do we put an overhang on there? Well, we go to that wall and we look at the countertop. We can click on it like this, pull it up. Right now it says the depth is 25.5 inches. So that's assuming there's a wall back there. You're going to get an inch or an inch and a half overhang over the front of your drawers, and that's what you want. So it's never going to be 24 inches deep. Well, to add overhang, we simply go to, let's add 12 inches of overhang on the other side. So we're going to make it 37.5 inches in total depth, and then from wall we're going to make it -12. Save it. Now, from the front it looks exactly the same, but from the back you'll see here it's actually overhanging, and you can put bar stools underneath there, whatever. The next option is This is the back side of the island. You cannot see the granite because we just did it from one side. But a corbel is a little L-shaped bracket that's made of wood. There's a typical bar corbel, which is really simple. It's the least expensive of the corbels. And this one's like here. They're usually like 9 inches by 7 inches or 8 inches, something like that. And what I usually do is I'll put the corbels over to the side. And a cool feature is we can actually copy that corbel and not have to remake it every time. You can do the same feature with cabinets as well, and then you just drag and drop your corbels where you want them. Now when we look at it in a 3D environment, you'll be able to see the corbels holding up the bar. So if people pull up bar stools or whatever, they're very nice. They're attractive. And in reality, most granite places don't feel like corbels need to be used until it's over 11 inches of granite of overhang. So if you came out 15 or 16 inches, you definitely would want to use some corbels on there. Now for the next level of island, we're actually going to use I'm just going to draw separate walls, and we'll draw them out here. We'll do a 60 zero height, and then make that 60 as well. So we're going to do the same island. So on one side we'll put a 3-drawer base, 30 inches wide, and the second cabinet is just a base cabinet. Actually, we can just, if somebody really likes drawers, we just copy it, give them a double drawer bake like that. It's very awesome. On the back side, what we can do is if we want to make a little thicker island, the island we just got through designing was 3 feet wide. Let's say they want a 4-foot wide island. On the back we put upper cabinets with 2 openings, 30 inches wide. We make the door hardware, we put that on top, and we drop it to 4.5 inches off the floor. Save it. Copy it. So now our island is a total of 36 inches wide, and then we're going to put the countertops on as well. We add our own toe kick by using filler material from the upper, not the lower, from the upper, because it's only 12 inches deep. You make it 60 inches wide, height 4.5 inches. Off the floor, 0. So now our island is very thick, and we're going to put a countertop on it. Under miscellaneous. We're going to make the depth 49.5 inches. And from wall, we're going to make it 24 inches. Minus 24 inches. So the overhead views like this. This is the front of the island down here. The 12-inch cabinets are down here, and then they have overhang right there. No corbels on this because instead we have wall cabinets. You just want to make sure your overhang isn't too much. That's a really nice double-sized island or deeper island. You can actually do things where you can make it oversized on two sides as well, simply by making the island, instead of 60 inches long, you make it 72 inches long. So now you have sitting area here, 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 and there. So if you had enough room, you could actually add another 12 inches, making it 84. The location, which is usually 0, that's where the wall starts, make it minus 12. And now you have cabinets here, and you have eating area all the way around, so you could very comfortably seat 7 people, 6 or 7 people around this island. 84 inches is 7 feet, and 4 inches wide would get you 4 inches this way, or 4 feet, I'm sorry, this way would seat 2 people comfortably. This would seat 3.5 people comfortably, and 2 people comfortably down here. So that's an easy way to make a really nice big island. You have to, on the structure, whenever the installer is building the cabinet, this has to be built with 2x4s up underneath there. It's called a false toe kick, and these cabinets are screwed to the cabinets behind them. Great storage for all of that holiday stuff that's not used very often, or games, or if people homeschool or whatever, have storage areas there. Anyway, that's the island basics. Actually, before I stop, I want to show that in 3D so you get an idea what it looks like up close. Anyway, that's how it's built. We don't usually do too much of this where it comes around like that, but you could if you wanted to. That gives you the option.